Kerry James Marshall's 2012 acrylic painting, School of Beauty, School of Culture, interrogates the reproduction and acceptance of gendered, racialized beauty standards. From the use of color to cultural reference to symbolic depiction, this painting further emphasizes the multiplicity of Blackness, a concept that is ever-changing in definition and representation. Measuring 108 by 158 inches, the large painting transports the viewers directly into the salon, priming them to ask questions of the details that stare them in the face. As the women talk, laugh, do each other's hair, and strike a pose, the grandeur transforms this everyday space of a beauty salon into a commentary of what lies beneath the mundane. This piece incorporates various references to art historical paintings from the European Renaissance. It transforms them to comment on its own depiction and conventional beauty standards. In the center of the frame, there is a mirror with a figure whose face is covered by the flash of a camera. This takes reference from both Diego Velasquez's Las Meninas from 1658 and Jan van Eyck's The Arnolfini portrait from 1434. Just like these two paintings, there is a figure in the photo suggested to be the artist, but School of Beauty, School of Culture leaves its identity up to interpretation. This composition speaks to the creation process of the painting, suggesting that it was created from a photograph. Yet since the person's face is covered by the very action of taking the photo, their role is effectively blinded, leaving room for the viewer's own interpretation of the meaning of the scene. Leaving this space for interpretation comments on the ways portraits have been treated as objective, when in actuality, there are layers of artistic input and symbolism that have shaped the art itself. This piece also references another well-known painting from art history, Hans Holbein's The Ambassadors from 1533. As these two men stand among musical and scientific instruments, a skull lurks in the lower third of the piece. This skull is a memento mori, which translates to "remember, you must die" in Latin, a reminder that death is always present in life. School of Beauty, School of Culture changes this image from a skull to Aurora, the princess in Disney's Sleeping Beauty. Just as death lurks in the lives of each person, the Aurora represents mainstream concepts of white beauty that loom in black spaces, even those like beauty shops, where black beauty is celebrated the most. This Sleeping Beauty upholds the gendered racism that drives notions of beauty in the United States and has commonly spread through media like Disney movies. The children in this painting are interacting with the image, again bringing it into a symbolic realm. The boy examines the glittering, distorted figure and questions its place in this space by looking at its underside. The image is anamorphic. It is distorted from most angles, but becomes clear at a certain angle. Just like the boy, viewers must shift their positioning and outlook to acknowledge that Sleeping Beauty is present and interrogate her placement in this space. Although the little girl is facing away from the head, looking towards other black women, her bottle is full of a yellow liquid that matches Sleeping Beauty's hair. Even as she is surrounded by black beauty, the mainstream is feeding her ideas. Each figure in the painting is black both in conceptual and literal terms. They are painted in black, commenting on the rhetorical use of the term to describe people by representing it physically. It then shifts from an abstract word association to a concrete representation on the canvas. These figures are clearly black to any viewer who looks at the painting. Kerry James Marshall paints with several shades of black, from carbon to Mars black, 7 of which are dedicated solely to flesh tones. At first glance, these colors may all look the same, but under careful examination, they are unique to each other. In this painting, the color of one woman is distinct from that of a child, which are both separate from those of the cabinets. There are layers to blackness, and these layers are called into the forefront to be examined. Blackness is rich, vivid, complex, and fluid.